Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a big day because we are reacting to the season 3 premiere of Westworld. It's been a long time since we've seen Westworld, almost like 2 years, I think. And if you know anything about Westworld, you know it is like the most confusing show possible because in both season 1 and season 2, there's like multiple timelines happening and you're never fully sure which timeline you're in at any given moment. But this show is like impeccably directed. And the visuals are gorgeous. Like everything about this show is just like perfect in terms of like execution. The story isn't always like 100% perfect because things get so confusing, and since things get so confusing, it can make you not enjoy it as much. But I think this season will be a little more linear. Season 1 was like not linear at all. You had no idea when things were happening. Season 2 was slightly more linear, but there were still chunks of it, especially with Bernard, where you had no idea like when specifically in the timeline this was. And so I've watched season 1, I've watched season 2, and I watched like a 33-minute like catch-up video on everything that happened, and I'm still incredibly confused. So what we know going into this season is Dolores escaped Westworld with 5 little mind spheres with her, and went to the house that Bernard was building, and she essentially is like making new bodies there for those 5 people, and she recreated Bernard. She made a new body for herself because she was in Hale's body, and then we don't know what she's gonna do with those other mind data things. So we're gonna find that out. She's in the real world now, which is kind of insane. Maeve is doing stuff. She's gonna visit like World War II somehow, because that was in one of the trailers. But yeah, they're kind of setting this up to be like a war between Dolores and the real world and the other hosts. Like everyone's just gonna be trying to kill each other, and it's gonna be insane. And I'm definitely just gonna be even more confused as this goes along, because that's Jonathan Nolan. They're just incredible at laying things out in a way where it's like after you watch it you're like, frick, okay, I get it now, but really you don't. But even especially in the moment, it's so much more confusing. So this is from HBO. Watch this on HBO. First of all, support them. Make sure you're subscribed to me if you want to see more reactions to this season. Leave a like on the video, that helps so much. But otherwise, we're going to jump right into the first episode of season 3. This is called Parce Domine. And that's Latin for something, but I don't know. We're going to look that up after. For now, we're going to jump right into this. So here we go. Scoot my boot a little forward. Ooh, opening credits. Let's see what they got. Divergence in China.
This is a fairly sizable fucking blemish, wouldn't you say? Verkaufen, my entire position.
Das ist unmöglich.
Sell everything.
I pay you, so I don't have to wait in any fucking lines. Get it done!
Oh, that was a fake person. It was like a hologram. What is he eating? What is that?
Mellow sunset. Duration 6 hours.
Is it like they can control their dreams? Like, what is happening? Who's that? Can't tell if that's Dolores or not. It's someone naked and they're white. I think it's Dolores, yeah. God, that's insane.
Hello.
Who the fuck are you?
Don't you remember? After everything we've shared. Your bachelor party in the park. You wanted to get some things out of your system before the wedding to your first wife.
Yikes.
My condolences, by the way. We all have our flaws. Yours is your temper. You should have kept it in the park.
Yikes. So I'm guessing he was abusive to this, his new wife. Oh, dang. He actually, like, really hit her hard. Did he kill her? The first wife?
She drank too much. Slipped. Hit her head.
I mean,
Of course she did.
what's the point in lying to her?
You paid a lot of money to hide your indiscretions.
What do you want from me?
Same thing everybody wants from you, Jerry. Money. Already took most of yours while you were sleeping. I just need one more.
Yeah, good luck, dude. He's gonna run into something. Oh, okay. Hits his head, and that was convenient. This is such a nice opening song. I really like this. Another anomaly detected. Aaron Paul, what's up? Our first sighting of the man, the myth, the legend.
Answer.
Morning, George.
How are your coworkers?
Nice enough. We work well together, and he doesn't ask to borrow money.
It's just a robot.
I just have to work harder, keep my scores up, see if something better comes along.
That's right. Gotta stick to the plan.
I'll see you next week, Mom.
You're not my son.
Okay.
The cost can be challenging.
Make money, motherfuckers.
So like crimes, but just open sourced on the internet somehow? What the heck?
Honestly, I don't mind the bottom of the barrel. At least you have some interesting
beast
company.
mode?
I remember you. You do personals? You should. Your stats are shitty, man.
What are personals?
I get it.
They gotta know who is doing it, because the only people who aren't freaking out are those guys. They're just robbing an ATM. He's just so high. Beast mode, what are you doing? Oh, what up, Hale? Imposter Hale? Who are you? Tell me who you is, girl.
We have a lot of proprietary assets in this company that could prove to be very valuable one day, but not if we let them burn in a fire sale.
What's the source of funding?
You're only interim CEO. You don't have carte blanche, not without consulting him.
Robots don't kill people, people kill people. One person in particular who orchestrated that massacre murdered our founder and most of the board in cold blood. Bernard Lowe. And when the authorities find him, which they most assuredly will, we can put the rest of this sort of
Bernard
behind us.
blaming it on the fake person that none of them know is a robot.
Has anyone other than yourself tampered with or altered your code in the last 24 hours? No. Have you had any contact with Dolores Abernathy that I'm unaware of? No. Last contact with Dolores Abernathy was 92 days, 7 hours, 5 minutes, 33 seconds ago. Would you ever lie to me, Bernard? No. Of course not.
Who is asking the question here? And who's answering them? Oh, this is the company that had the files she took. Okay. That was sweet. I think that's a real life thing, that people can change their dresses like that.
Just think about this for 1 second. How fucking ironic would it be if they had put a simulation within a simulation? That's a massive fuck you.
What do you think, Laura?
I think that guy might have just given away the end plot of the season, possibly.
Of course, it could just be this.
He used to be in the military.
Francis is one of the people who knew you best at a challenging time in your life.
I think my benefits are conditional on the fact that I participate.
You wanted to try some.
I don't do personals. Let's just call an ambulance.
He's demoing illegals.
He's a rich man on drugs, and they gotta deal. That guy just got
I
a
think
punch
about
Marshawn
what
Lynch
you
in
told
the
me
face.
once when we were being medevaced out.
Oh, yeah? What did I say?
You said they built the world to be a game,
His name, his shirt says "Hangry."
and then they rigged it.
This is Rehoboam.
That's huge.
Thought that if you could chart a course for every single person, you could make the world a better place.
New path, partner.
So she's gonna use that
When I was a kid, I used to
against
worry
everybody else.
that father cared.
Find me something fast. Now.
Locating.
That booty though. Oh my.
We think someone may have acquired access to Rehoboam, a level of sophistication we haven't seen before.
Fuck off.
Like someone is testing the system.
Rehoboam itself alerted us if anybody even tried.
If someone from the outside tried, yes. But if they to deal with it.
Is that what's her face? She's Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy. Took me a minute to realize who that was. That's where I've seen that guy too. He was in one of the Guardians movies.
I don't want
Howdy.
any trouble.
Of course not. Draw too much attention. When a Bernard.
Yo, he's gonna kill you guys. He's gonna activate and kill you.
Remember yourself. Please don't hurt them too badly.
Fuck you saying to me?
Yeah, he's gonna straight kill him. God, my computer straight up just can't handle this right now. He didn't kill him, he just knocked him out. He might have killed that guy.
Sometimes I wish I could just turn the whole fucking thing off. Kill it.
Why can't you? You control it.
No, I don't. I never have.
Who does? That's what she wants to know.
After my father died, his partner locked me out of the system.
Please let me help. Tell me who it is.
If I was going to tell you, he'd know already. Robo would tell him.
And someone's there. Domed. Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
Mara Espen was a 12-year-old girl from Ukraine, died in a traffic accident 10 years ago. I don't know who the fuck this is, but I'm pretty confident she's not a dead teenager from Kiev.
Who's this? I don't do personals.
Got the wrong idea. Beat it.
It's not the first time I've had a gun pointed at me.
Want to make it the first time you've been shot in the head?
Someone else beats you to that too.
He's just not scared at all.
One or two of them should do it. The fuck?
Who is it?
Get the boys over here.
Oh, she was just waiting. Okay, Dolores, what's your plan here?
That's not what you thought at all. The real you, I mean. You said that the system didn't care about us at all.
Francis isn't real.
If we lived or died.
And you were right. But you never had to figure out how to live in this world. Because you never made it back. And I wish you were here, but
He's talking to an
you
AI.
were not.
Shoot, dude. No wonder he didn't want to answer the phone.
I think if I'm gonna get on with my life, I'm gonna have to find something, someone real.
And he's gonna choose Dolores, even though she's 100% not real. Dang, that sucks, dude. His friend died, and he's essentially signed up for a service where he just talks to him. She's so good.
Who has control of the system? It's not Liam. Who is it?
Chirac. His name is Chirac.
How do I find him?
That was easy.
The real gods are coming. And they're very angry.
Frick. Yeah, she has the data of everyone's brain scan from the park.
Don't worry. Can't imagine anyone's going to miss you.
Oh. She should have like perfect aim because she's a
Wake
robot.
up. Rally to my position, then intercept.
She's probably gotten shot so many times already. She's insane. She makes sure to stare him in the eyes before she shoots him in the head. She's so good. But she's like barely going. Gonna get hit by the motorcycle. I knew it.
Hello?
Oh, I called this too.
Westworld.
Is that where it is out there? Just a giant island?
Yeah.
He's trying to go back. Oh, Maeve. Haven't even thought about her, if I'm honest. Oh, this is World War II land that she's like waking up in, isn't it? In like Nazi Germany. So she's obviously in a park because it's not real Nazis that are back. Crazy. I hadn't even thought about Maeve the entire episode. Oh, frick, dude. Okay, that was heck of a first episode back. Like, I don't even know what to make of it. Like, sometimes I think post episode discussions for this show are gonna be so difficult because I don't know what happened. Like, things happened, obviously, but I don't necessarily understand the reasoning behind everything. This was a long episode too, 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay, frick. All right, Dolores is in the real world pretending to be something. She stole a bunch of money from some rich dude so she could essentially do whatever she wants. And since she's like a perfect AI, she can like interact with all these robots and essentially do whatever she wants. Like, she is like perfect hacker person, like can't be killed. She's just incredible. And at least right now, it looks like her main objective is figuring out who is in control of this like giant AI. And I don't know if she wants to use that AI, if she wants to kill the AI, if she wants to free that AI, but she needs to figure out who is in control of it first. And it's kind of similarly to Westworld. It's like there are two creators and one of them died. I'm guessing the first creator killed him off. What if the first creator was Ford? That would be insane. You just find out everything is Ford. The first creator killed the second one off, and his son was kind of elevated to the position that he was in, but not to the same extent. Like, he has read capabilities, but he doesn't have the right capabilities, so to speak. In both the term of writing, but also like right, like correct. So he's like basically just like a symbol or a figurehead. He doesn't actually have any real power over it. And so Dolores is getting close to this dude, and she gets so close to him telling her who the guy is, and then she gets knocked out. And I don't know, like, what the location, like, why she was planning to go to that location, like, what the deal with that was. Unless she, like, pre-planned everything, like, she planned getting captured, possibly. Because she had a pre-made body of that dude. And they think they knocked her out, and she's straight up just like waiting though. And she easily just wakes up, stabs a dude in the neck, shoots another guy, called an empty car to that spot to distract the dudes, and then kills all of them. And then like hunts that man down and is essentially like, yeah, well, I'm replacing you now. Congratulations. Already got a body made up. So, like, oh, man. It took me forever to recognize where that guy was from, though. But I think he's been in a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which is pretty cool. I think he played a Reaver. I'm not 100% sure, though. I know he's been in something else, like, big that I've watched, though. So that's cool. And then Palm Clementif, I think is her last name, who plays Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy and Endgame and Infinity War. She was the lady that the guy met with, who said, like, was using all the royal we's and stuff. That was cool to see. There's so many, like, interesting little tidbits. I'm gonna have to watch, like, some breakdowns. Like, new rock stars are gonna have to break down this entire episode for me, and I'm gonna have to watch literally everything to understand what's going on, because I am not smart enough for this. Aaron Paul's character, he's playing a guy named Caleb, who is ex-military, and he had a friend named Francis. They were in the military overseas together in some sort of conflict. And then turns out you think he's talking to his friend this whole time, but turns out his friend actually died, like on an op or something like that. And he has been subscribed to this therapy service, so to speak, where, you get calls from whoever you lost, or just whoever you lost, or whoever you need to get calls from to move on through that trauma. And he's essentially just ignoring the calls from this dude the whole time. And he's like, you find out that the reason that he's ignoring the calls is because he can't like process through this stuff with him, because he knows he's not real. Like, I mean, to a certain extent, like, talking to a robot, it could probably help a little bit, but, like, and talking to the therapist obviously helps a decent amount, but, like, there's certain grief and stuff that he has to process that you need real people to do that. And when the person on the other end is not real, like, that's got to be so frustrating to deal with. And so he's just like, he's living his life, to kind of like what a lot of veterans are probably dealing with, where they're back home and they're just scraping by. They're taking advantage of the benefits that they get and doing the best they can with those, but, like, they can't find the jobs they need. They're like looking to extra side work to make ends meet, and in this case he's a criminal for hire is what that app is. Like, there's different, I saw, like, breaking and entering. I saw A to B, which is you just take a package from one place to another. Personals is probably like you take a dude out, kill a guy, or maybe it's just dealing with an actual person and not an object. But he seemed to be part of this network with what is her name? She was in Ready Player One. She was in Master of None. I don't remember her name. She's a good actress, though. And then Marshawn Lynch, for some reason, was part of this. Who knows why, but Marshawn Lynch is Marshawn Lynch, so he's just like, yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined. He was definitely there for more, though. He's probably friends with someone high up at HBO or one of the creators of the show. He's like, I want a brief role. I just want to pretend to be high. Who knows? He might have actually been high. But they're kind of like bounty hunters. it's like privatized bounty hunting or crime or whatever, and it's just on the app. They're like Uber drivers, but for crime. Where you log into the app and you're like, all right, I'll do this job, and you go do it. And your scores, I'm guessing you get a score depending on either how well you did the job or just certain jobs are worth certain scores. And since he only does small jobs, like he doesn't get offered any of the real good stuff, and he also doesn't want to take any of the real good stuff. But yeah, he can't find a job. He's not even getting like rejection calls from real people. Like even his rejection calls are from robots. So that's devastating. He's just living his life one day at a time, like just hates it. But he's not gonna end it because he like, I'm sure he's got reasons for that. But yeah, kind of like he said at the end, like he can't talk to that Francis dude anymore because he knows he's not real, and he doesn't think that Francis robot thing, I mean, first of all, it's not like him. Like, it's not like the real one. It has different, very different, like, ideological stances. So, like, he knows it's not only does he know that it's not him because he's dead, but he knows that it's not even, like, the same. It's not like if the same person had been, like, crystallized into one of those, what am I trying to say? Like, he knows that his mind wasn't like put into a thing and it's like an exact recreation of his friend. Like, he knows that it's off and it's not the same. So he's essentially like, I can't talk, like, talking to you isn't helping. I need to find someone that's real. And little does he know that the person he thinks that he found was real is also fake, but also real. We're like half and half. We are supposed to assume that she is real, but I think there was a line early on in the episode from I think the character who they might have been trying to portray as like a young Elon Musk, where he's like, it's all a simulation. I'm high. It's a simulation. I don't know if that was actually supposed to be a play on Elon Musk, but it just reminded me of him. But I think that they might have given it away right there, where he was like, you know, what if they put a simulation inside a simulation? And that would be insane. Like, if this whole entire thing, like, Dolores thinks she's in the real world liberating the robot army and the AI army, and she thinks she's doing all this, and then you find out even the real world was a simulation and everything was just this big experiment, and whoever's running it is like not in that real world. Like, maybe the real world is outside it and it's been devastated or something. It's just a computer program constantly running simulations, trying to figure out if there was a way to stop the world that ended or something like that. That would be insane. Maybe it's Ford. Ford created a simulation of the real world and then just allowed her to go through that. That would be, oh my God, Anthony Hopkins is still alive. He never actually died. He just created a simulation in a simulation in a simulation. It's just constant layers of simulation. I think that's a theory I'm gonna throw out there right now, is that even the real world is not real. And yeah, I think they're gonna reveal that at the end, unless smarter people piece it together beforehand. Like season 2, people had theories immediately, like second episode. They were like, this is what is happening. And it turned out to be right. And it was like, what the frick? How do you do that? How do you know that? But I'm going to be one of those people. I'm going to be one. I got the theory. There's probably a billion other people who have that same theory. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Next Sunday is episode 2. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in the season. I'm going to try and do a little workaround for my browser because for some reason Microsoft Edge isn't, like, it just throws an error code or something. Anytime I try and watch something on HBO for Microsoft Edge, it's like, sorry, we can't play this video right now. Try again later. And I wish it wouldn't, because Microsoft Edge uses so much less CPU than Google Chrome when I'm watching stuff. So, like, it doesn't skip as much at all, even, really. But watching stuff on Chrome now and recording with OBS, it's like constant buffering and skipping. It's so frustrating. I'm gonna test it out, see if Safari works a little better, or Firefox or something. But like, Google Chrome is just not gonna cut it. I need a better computer. If anyone wants to send me a new computer, I'll accept that. But yeah, that's it. Next Sunday, I'll be here. You should be here. Subscribe, please. I don't want to sound desperate, but please subscribe. If you want to see the reactions for the rest of the season. Hopefully HBO is pretty cool with reactions to Westworld. I mean, I've been watching reactions to HBO shows for a while, and they don't seem to have issues, so hopefully they're not like CBS. I couldn't upload a Star Trek Picard reaction to save my life. I tried. Anything and everything got blocked. It was so frustrating. So hopefully HBO is better. I know that some people in the past have had issues. Like the old Blindwave account that they used to have got like deleted, or they didn't get deleted, but they got copyright strikes up the wazoo from HBO. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, those are all my thoughts. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Turn on the bell. And I'll catch you guys here next week for next episode. Signing off. Peace.